phone while I'm driving. I just figured I'd do a video. Anyhow, just wanted to bring up a couple of things that have been taking place. We are still in Libya, supposedly doing our humanitarian efforts over there, but of course we know that that's not so, because we're after Gaddafi. So definitely, I mean, I've always thought we should have gotten rid of him a long time ago, but we need to do it, you know, in the correct manner, and definitely the way we've been doing things lately is not the correct manner. Not actually false flags, but a lot of diversion in the media of activities taking place that's you know, that I think is just a lot of diversion to something bigger or more sinister that's taking place in the background, whether it has to do with the spending of money or, you know, the control of oil, of gold. The other thing people should also wonder is, in Libya, you know, they had all these, supposedly they have all these weapons. You know, if Gaddafi's out of you know, control of Libya, you know, who are the people that are going to take control of those weapons? You know, is the United States going to be taking control of those weapons? Are we there for that purpose also? You know, those are just questions that you got to think about. Or are the people that are fighting for Libya, you know, the citizens of Libya, are those the people that are going to be taking control of the weapons? You know, is that even a good idea? You know, so anyhow, those are just things I wanted people to keep in mind and be aware of.
I wanted to add this important information summary. Where is Libya headed after Gaddafi is out? Well, first, we need to take control of any weapons and power that's left, and then it is time to rebuild in order to benefit many Fortune 500 companies, including but not limited to military and security companies, petroleum, auto industries, banks or financial institutions, computer and communication companies. Let's not forget those high corn fructose syrup soft drink companies. And yes, I know who they are, but I encourage people to do their own homework and don't be a monkey.
Also, as I had mentioned before, Rick Perry is officially in the race for presidency. I mentioned that about a couple of months ago during the Bilderberg meeting that it was mentioned, and a lot of people just thought I was full of shit, but obviously I'm not. Excuse the rain. It is raining right now. I wanted to mention also, today is September 1st, 2011, and I wanted to mention that I don't understand why, but it seems that what I've been hearing is that they're not allowing for any type of clergy or religious gestures to be done during the 10-year anniversary of September 11th, because they say they don't want to offend anyone. Well, you know, my question is, when the U.S. is out there giving, you know, money and aid to all these foreign countries, at that point, they're, you know, all those people are not afraid to say, oh, okay, I'll take that money that says in God we trust. You know, then it's okay to do the whole you know, take the religious symbolism in the monetary, but it's not okay to do it in our own country at a memorial out of respect for the families of the people that passed away during 9/11. But yet, why don't they say no to taking our currency? Because our currency does say "In God We Trust." So that's what I don't understand. Meanwhile, we're here aiding all these other countries, but yet our country, our economy is going to crap. We're having problems with hurricanes, disaster, efforts are needed, and yet there's no funding available, or so they say that there's no funding available, but yet there is funding as far as sending money to all these other countries for aid, and everybody, all these other countries, they don't like us, but yet they're always asking for our help.
I also wanted to add another important information summary on this last segment that you saw, and that is many countries don't like the U.S., and now in order not to offend certain groups, our government sees it correct not to have any clergy, spiritual, or religious gestures during the 10th anniversary of the tragic 9/11 incident. But these same countries that hate Americans and the U.S. and may be offended in our own country are always asking for our aid and money, even when our currency says it clearly, "In God we trust." People in countries will take the money without being offended. Americans are being used for the gain of the globalist elite.
That the direction we're heading is war. Who knows what's next? What if we're gonna be going into Syria, or since Gaddafi is fled to Algeria, if there's gonna be something going on with that, we'll see. Here we are, still giving money to Pakistan, yet Pakistan, who was our ally, was giving, aiding and abetting bin Laden. So, supposedly bin Laden. But in any case, I just wanted to mention those things. I want people to think, think for yourselves, do your research. Don't depend on the media to tell you what's going on. Don't be a monkey, is what I said. Don't be a monkey. It's almost like monkey see, monkey do. The media tells you this, they show you this, and that's what it is. No, do your research. Again, don't be a monkey.
Also wanted to mention another important information. Remember back in February when Obama bypassed Congress, in other words, without congressional approval, to impose sanctions and seize property from the Libyan government? And pretty much months later, the United States and NATO, which is the United States, began policing the no-fly zone in Libya without any additional congressional approval. And in return, it's been costing us additional billions of dollars. And all for the sake of humanitarian purposes. Yeah, right. Anyhow, I also wanted to bring to people's attention that in April, Obama did another executive order giving him the power to seize assets of Syrians suspected in human rights abuse. And then recently, in August 2011, he signed another executive order blocking property of the government of Syria and prohibiting transactions with Syria. Now, so it is obvious that the same thing that was happening in Libya is happening, or is going to be happening, in Syria. So we can basically figure out that if the Syrian president al-Assad was to resist, he would be forced out. either in one way or another. And it is obvious that President Obama believes that he does not need to get congressional approval or abide by the Constitution regarding these matters because of the powers vested in him under national and international emergency. But as a result, it's going to bring us into probably another undeclared war, and for the sake of quote-unquote humanitarian purposes. All I say is wake up, people. Don't be a monkey.
Another thing I've been seeing that may be coming soon is more vaccinations. You don't need to follow the masses. It's like people are sometimes look like cattle, walking. Everybody follows the other person, and it's like the cattle walking voluntarily into the slaughterhouse. Again, don't be a monkey. And this is Steve again at E Speaks For You channel.